After an inferno devastated parts of Rhodes, now areas of another Greek island are burning. Evacuations in Corfu began overnight, with blazes spreading on the popular holiday destination. People in multiple areas were told it wasn't safe to stay. The Coast Guard and local boats on hand to move fleeing tourists. Meanwhile, in Rhodes, hundreds still await rescue flights from the island. After fires headed for hotels, some sought refuge on the beach or tried to get to the relative safety of the north.
And we were sent down to the beach and we walked 11 kilometers.
Karina and her family fled the rapidly approaching flames, leaving their belongings behind. They're now taking shelter in the airport. At one point, she feared they'd never escape.
I was afraid not to see my oldest kid at home and my grandson. Yeah.
You thought you were going to die?
Yeah. The fire was just behind us. Yeah. It was awful.
The seaside resort of Kiotari, where she was staying, was one of the worst hit. She was one of around 3,000 across the island who had to be rescued by sea. The longest heat wave in history, exacerbating forest fires.
That we want people to have a pleasant time in Greece. But unfortunately, the climate crisis is affecting everyone. So we need to be able to respond to these extraordinary conditions.
Many have taken shelter where they can, grateful they have somewhere safe to sleep. This is the biggest evacuation from fire that Greece has ever had to carry out. Schools and sports centres have been turned into emergency shelters as 19,000 people suddenly needed rescuing. But there is anger. At the airport, we met couples like Thomas and Natalie from Yorkshire who felt they'd been abandoned by their holiday reps.
The people from Greece were brilliant. They were fantastic. They'd volunteered their time to come and help everyone with bottles of water, with food, with blankets, with sleeping bags. But unfortunately, the flight companies were not on hand. They were nowhere to be seen.
Some tourists are preparing to leave, but there is no escape for locals or those fighting these fires. Many across Greece are already counting the cost of climate change, with temperatures due to rise again this week.